What is going on, everybody? Welcome to Puckin Around, presented by Better Ways. My name is Shot Props, also known as Jordan. Joining me, we have my co-host, as usual, Ray, aka Firefighter Bets.
Yo, yo, yo. What
We
up?
also have Tyson, aka Spittin' Picklets.
What up? What up?
And today we have our first guest live on YouTube at Gretzky Betskis. Gretzky, how you doing?
Oh, pretty good. It's been a gorgeous week in Arizona, so we're just loving the weather out here.
Let's go.
Yeah, and I've been on, I don't know if you noticed it, but I've been on a little bit of a heater, so you're catching me at the right time.
We don't say that.
Don't say
that,
the H word. Don't say the H word.
Nah, say it.
It's official.
Let's go.
It's official, yeah.
Let's go.
See,
I was holding back until last night, and then I spanked another one, so it's official.
Love to see it.
When you tweeted that out saying the H word, I was thinking about a different H word, and I was like, well, you should probably go visit your lady then.
Well, the timing is good. We've got Gretzky mid-heater joining us. So, Gretzky, what we normally do on the show, go game by game. We share some picks, talk about what we like, maybe what we don't like, and answer some questions. Does that sound good?
Sounds awesome.
That's terrific. For anybody who is watching on Twitter, welcome. Just know that we can't see your questions or your comments. So if you do have anything you want to add, please join us on YouTube. The link can be found from all of our accounts. We encourage you to like, subscribe, share, all that fun stuff helps us out. But without further ado, let's jump into our first game. Up first, we have the Colorado Avalanche at the Ottawa Senators. I'm going to pull up our game screen. Let's throw it to Ray for our first play of the game, if Ray has anything.
Definitely. Once you get that on the screen, then I'll start. I know we've been having some technical difficulties lately.
I feel good today.
There we go.
Awesome. Okay.
For sure. So this game, Avalanche, they've been playing really good defense. Senators, they've been allowing a lot of goals lately. As you can see on the screen, they're allowing 3.31 a game. The reason why I did not take Colorado ML tonight, they're on a back-to-back, so I think they should win this game. So if you are on that ML, I like it regardless. But I'm going with Drake Batherson over 2.5 shots on goal. Got it at -120. He's cleared 7 straight at home. Like I said, Colorado, they're not allowing that many shots to wingers right now, but I think it's a good spot, especially, Colorado might have some tired legs. I like his volume at home as well, averaging about, 5.6 his last 5 home games. He's on power play 1, line 2, so I think he would get some looks today. As you can see on the screen, like I said, he hit 7 straight at home, so that's what I got for this game.
Very nice. Thank you, Ray. Drake Batherson over 2.5 shots. The home chart looks tasty. Betsky, what about you? Do you have anything you want to highlight in this game before we go to spitting?
Yeah, sure. I mean, I think Ottawa is going to be really desperate here. They just acquired Jacob Chikrin, trade that pained me at first, but now it's looking better and better for the Yotes with that pick hovering around that 12 spot. Pushing for a playoff spot right now. They're kind of they had that awful road trip. They're in a spot where they really kind of need to win. And I'm going down on their captain, Brady Chuck, on this. And that sounds super weird. But what I mean is I am taking Brady's shots on goal tonight.
You are the H word today.
Yeah, no kidding. He's been incredible at home, though, all season. I think he's like 63% on the season, hitting his 3.5 line. He plays up in big games, too, and this may be one of their biggest games of the season because this can kind of give them a nice little reset as they kind of claw their way up to potentially getting into the playoffs for the first time in a long time. So give me that 3.5 Brady's Chuck shots on goal. I think I got it like -122, which is kind of unheard of.
Yeah, he can be very pricey. That's great. We don't have to take it in a parlay. Love it. Awesome. Spittin', do you have anything on this one?
Well, see, I don't have an official play, but this just seems weird to me. Why is the defending Stanley Cup champions only -125 against the Senators, who are fighting for a playoff spot? That makes no sense. It seems like a trap line.
On top of that, I saw earlier Colorado's like 5-1-1 on back-to-backs this year.
Hmm.
So, like you said, I don't know. It's a very weird line.
It just seems like they're begging you to take the Avs. Also, something that's weird to me is how is Cale Makar and Mikko Rantanen's point line only at a half when they're both on 5-game point streaks against the Sens, who have gone over in majority of their games over the last 10. So none of this makes sense to me. I just think it's a big trap game. I'm laying off.
I can't back Sogard, man. That guy is.
But that's what I mean.
Yeah.
Like even with Sogard and net and they're plus 105, they should be definitely plus 140.
Yeah.
So
for sure.
I don't get it. I'm not taking it.
Okay, fair enough. So we got a couple official plays there and some skepticism from Spittin on this line. We're going to give a shout out to our number one commenter, Adam. Adam, thanks for joining us. Adam gives lots of great insight throughout the show, so we're going to try and highlight some of those where we can. He actually likes the Colorado first period puck line, and he explains why in his comment. Also going to give a shout out to Dominic. What's going on? Thanks for joining us. Glad you're here.
Welcome, man.
What up, Dom?
One quick thing I want to say about Colorado is they've been a good shot for shot on goal targets, but be very careful about who you're picking.
Yeah.
Because especially in the last 10, if I go to, they're creeping up in terms of being a slightly better team against some of these players. So just a note, Colorado's defense is improving. I think over the last 5 games, they're averaging 20 shots against. It's ridiculous, or 22. Something very weird. So just a note. But it sounds like we've got this game covered. Anything else you want to highlight?
No, just backing your point, they only let up 18 shots to Toronto yesterday, and they went to shootout. So, which is
That's
weird.
Wild.
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay, very nice. So we can move on to our next game. We have the Montreal Canadiens taking on Firefighters Florida Panthers. Panthers are a minus 350 moneyline favorite with the over-under set at 6.5. No goalie notes for the Canadiens, but Sergei Bobrovsky will be in net for the Panthers. And our milestone of note is this is Sam Reinhart's 600th career game. Let's go to Ray for the hometown team. We'll let you go first on this one.
Yeah, I'm sure you'll see it on every Discord, every Twitter account. Pick it, man. Fire the Panthers at home. Simple. I got one play in this game. It's a parlay. I end up parlaying Barkov and Sam Bennett, both over 2.5. You end up getting plus 155. I think the value is great. Both of them have great history against Montreal. Montreal, they're leaking shots. You know, that Florida stat keeper. They're gonna give us a couple shots that never happens. So fire those boys up for 2.5 and let's ride.
Very nice, very nice. So Reinhardt and Barkov over 2.5.
Bennett and Barkov.
Oh, sorry, thank you.
Yep.
Let me pull up the right name here. Sam Bennett. Very nice, very nice. I'm just gonna say what up to T-Rex. Glad you could join us, brother. Thanks for being here. Okay, so this is Bennett's chart. Also very nice. So great play, right? Betsky, do you have any plays in this one or anything you want to highlight in this game?
Yeah, well, I stacked all the super cats, as Bisky calls it, on my prize picks. So I love all of them, all their lines. For Hagee's probably the only one I'm a little bit concerned about.
For sure.
So obviously, just give me the shots. Pretty much any player, if you can parlay them. I mean, take them all at 3 if you have FanDuel. It's kind of a nice way to get some value. You really can't go wrong, especially when the stat keeper's adding like 5 to 6 invisible shots after the game ends. I love that point with Reinhardt playing. What did you say it was?
Game number 600 in the career.
Yep, that's awesome. So I'm sure he's going to be jacked up. So he's probably got to be one of my favorite pieces for a parlay for shots or a point, especially against a Montreal team who's just leaking shots to the wings. And man, they were playing pretty tight at home recently, And then it's just after that Colorado game, it just has kind of fallen all back down to the ground. So I have a feeling there's going to be a lot of goals on the Florida side. This could be a really fun game.
Yeah.
Very nice, very nice. Spitten's just getting set up, so we'll throw to him in a second. But while we're giving him a minute, we're going to show something that Adam highlighted. I know this is someone that I think many of us have played recently in terms of shots, so we'll just take a quick look at his chart, and then we'll throw it to Spitten if he has anything.
He's an ex-Panther, too.
He is. He
That's
absolutely is.
right.
Yeah.
Good call.
So
Yeah.
that's his chart.
That guy's got so many X's.
So that's. I just want to highlight that Mike Matheson play if anybody wants to do that. Spitten, anything from you in this one?
Yeah, I'm going with a parlay piece that we haven't actually talked about today, which is Matthew Tkachuk.
Kentucky Tees?
Kentucky Cheese, absolutely. He's cleared 4 straight, 7 of the last 8. He's got 67 shot attempts over those last 8. So
Cruising.
almost, yeah, just so many shot attempts. Montreal allows the most shots on goal over the last 10 to right wingers, with averaging 8 per game. Matthew Tkachuk also leads the team with 14 power play shots in his last 7 games, so averaging 2 per game. So let's just get on the power play. I'm not sure how many PPOA the Canadians allow, but either way, they should see some power play time tonight.
They were at one point giving up a crap ton. It's actually dropped a lot. But
2.5. 2.5.
Yeah.
So it's not elite, but it's not generous. It's fine.
Hey, if they do the average with his average, that's the over.
There you go. Boom.
But the other thing is, Florida gets people to play a little bit chippier too. They're one of those teams that can like really know how to stir the pot.
Well, Matthew Tkachuk does.
Exactly. So
Sam Bennett too.
yeah.
As long as he's not the one going with them to the box, then then we got a good shot.
Exactly. So I could see there being more opportunities too.
Yeah. That's my favorite parlay piece. I like it, Sven.
There we go. Kentucky Cheese, Matthew Tkachuk over 3.5 shots on goal as a parlay piece. Terrific. Let's move on to our next game because we've got a big slate. We have Pittsburgh at the New York Rangers. The Rangers are a minus 145 money line favorite, and your over-under set at 6.5. Tristan Jarry confirmed for the Penguins. Nobody locked in for the Rangers as of yet. Rickard Rakell sitting at 399 career points is your milestone note in this game. Spitten, do you have anything in this one? We'll throw to you first.
Yeah, unfortunately not. I feel like both these teams I said this on Tuesday about the Rangers. They just have too many mouths to feed now, so it's kind of hard to guess who's going to get it and who isn't. The most consistent guy on the Rangers right now is Patty Kane, but I don't think the Penguins allow too many shots on goal to the right wing. It's mostly defenseman and center, so I'm kind of stay away from this one.
I actually really like Patrick Kane today.
Yes.
He's one of those players that's a little bit more matchup proof. I spent a lot of time digging into this game in particular because I thought it was going to just be a gold mine, but I have to agree. There's a lot of pieces that look like it could be good, but it's a little sketchy. But Patrick Kane as a parlay piece, he has great history versus Pittsburgh. And if I'm going to take one thing from this game, that's kind of where I'm leaning.
Very nice.
And his attempts lately, I think he's at like 7 shot attempts per game his last 5 too. So it's just he's just in a really nice spot. It's kind of just riding the wave. I totally understand that the data suggests that it's not the best matchup, but I'm just going to go with the gut and the wave that we got on Patrick Kane right now.
Absolutely. We're following the volume. So Patty Kane is a parlay piece with over 2.5 shots. I love it. Perfect. Ray, did you have anything you wanted to highlight?
I'm on Patrick Kane as well as a parlay piece. I'll say the next piece once we get to that game, but what Gretzky said is I can't say anything better. So like I said, once we get to my next piece, and I'll say it then.
Perfect. Okay.
Raquel looks really interesting too, but for the exact same reason why Spitten's a little worried about Patty Kane is the same reason why I'm worried about Raquel. And he's been moved to the third line, even though he soared through his shots on goal line last game. That one I am staying away from due to the matchup. And just, I don't know if he's going to get the same ice time. I love that he's going for milestone in his point, so maybe the point is the way to go there. But yeah, this it's a weird game. I don't feel like I have a good grasp of the way this game script will go.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. You know what? Our slogan on the show has seemingly been, "We're not going to force it," and it's a big slate tonight. So
Yeah.
if you're not feeling it, just skip it. A couple quick things I'm going to say for highlight from the comments, and then we can move on to our next game. Adam is liking the Rangers team total at over 3.5 with the Panarin assist. And we got T-Rex who likes Zucker. I'm assuming that's shots on goal. And also says Mika is a decent look as well. Pittsburgh has struggled against centers all season. So if you can find a good center that you like, Pittsburgh is a decent matchup. All right.
Yes, I mean Zucker had 9 attempts and 8 shots on goal against them, but like a couple days ago, this past weekend. Which, I mean, guys just have these games where they just break out like that, you know, because his history is bad, his charts look good, but guys just have good games, you know.
Yep. So we could see that. We'll see what happens tonight. Moving on, our next game, we've got the Tampa Bay Lightning at the New Jersey Devils, another rematch of that just happened a couple days ago. The Devils are favored minus 135. The over-under set at 6.5. No goalie notes as of right now, and no milestones, so we can jump right into the plays. Betsky, you have anything you wanted to highlight in this one?
I dug and dug and dug. I don't know which way I want to take this. I feel like these back-to-back matches where the two teams play each other twice in a row, and we're seeing it where they're both at one location, so not necessarily one home, one away.
Right.
They started as very much like the opposite of what happened in the first game happens, but now it's been a little bit more unpredictable. I want to jump on Jersey props here because you got to think that they're going to come out and try to kind of push back and get a win here after losing to Tampa the other night. But Tampa really looked good in that game and really able to shut them down. So as much as I want to jump on like Hughes shots as a bounce back, I'm a little hesitant, but I love some of your opinions because maybe you can convince me otherwise. Hagel point looks really nice though. That would be one thing I'm kind of looking at. Good history versus Jersey. He's been really hot lately. He had a great game against them 2 nights ago or whatever it was. But again, I'd love to see what you guys are thinking on this one.
Very nice. Yeah, Hagel, 7 points in his last 5 games. That's impressive. Let's go to Spittin. What do you think about Jack Hughes tonight?
Well, I liked him on Tuesday, and he didn't hit. So now that I don't like him today, he's gonna hit.
Yeah,
and I'm also seeing like some guys. I'm not sure which Discord it was, but some guys are on the under for Timo and the under for Jack. Like, I just feel like now's the time they're gonna explode. But again, I'm not gonna take them. Someone I've been staring at all day is Victor Hedman, over 2.5 shots. He's got the history. The Devils have been allowing a decent amount of shots to defensemen lately, but it's just he's not as consistent right now. I think he's cleared 2 out of the last 5. So
Yeah.
something I've thought about, haven't pulled the trigger yet.
Okay. And then Ray, does anything jump out to you at all?
Yeah, I'm on Hedman. Like shown on the screen, I believe the Devils the last 5-10 games they've been getting torched by Demon. Hedman looks good. Also locked in Sergachev on offshore book at 3 as well. His attempts his past couple of games have been looking great. Are you able to pull him up by chance? I know some people aren't able to access him. Probably not, right?
No, unfortunately not.
Gotcha. Well, like I said, I'm on Hedman. He's cleared all 4 games against Devils as well. His attempts aren't the greatest, but they're pretty consistent around that 5-6, sometimes 8 mark. He just had 5 shots on goal and 8 shot attempts against the Devils. So that's who I'm riding with tonight.
Very nice. Awesome. So one official play, right?
Yeah, it's plus money too, so that's why I really like it. I got it at plus 110.
Perfect. Okay, very nice. And then Adam is gonna say Dawson Mercer bounces back for a point tonight. His streak ended. Can he bounce back? I don't mind that as a parlay piece.
Adam should go buy a jersey with how much money, but Dawson Mercer's won him.
Whenever we do a giveaway, our first giveaway is going to be a Dawson Mercer jersey.
Has to be.
How many saves did Vazzy have last? Let me see.
Yeah,
I've been. Oh, damn. Yeah, the Devils weren't shooting. I just remembered that because I think I was on Vazzy saves, and the Devils just weren't shooting. They're flat last game.
You were a game too early.
I know.
Guarantee it.
It's
Devils
probably
props are gonna go off today.
for
same
sure.
on Hughes. So
Yeah.
whatever you played last time, just play it again.
Just run it back, huh?
That's the takeaway.
I'm actually gonna do it.
All right, awesome. Moving on, our next game, we have the Boston Bruins taking on the Winnipeg Jets. Boston is a minus 155 road favorite, and your over/under set at 6.5. Jeremy Swayman in net for the Bruins, and Connor Hellebuck in net for the Jets. Let's start with spitting on this one.
Yeah, I don't really have anything. Pass has got good history, clearing in 6 of the last 7 at his 4.5 line. But both these teams aren't someone that I typically target for shots on goal. Like we said last time about Boston, even in a good matchup against the Blackhawks, we didn't really like anything with all fair prices. So in a tougher matchup now, I kind of stay the same.
All right, thank you very much. Much appreciated. Ray, we'll go to you next.
Yeah, nothing sticks out to me in this game. There's so many games. I'm not going too deep into this
Better
one.
targets
Honestly.
for you. Okay,
Yeah.
fair enough. And Betsky.
I'm in the same boat. I mean, I'm eyeing Marchand for a parlay piece, maybe, but there's so many better options tonight. Boston looks like they're just kind of floating into the postseason since they've already clinched a playoff spot in mid-March.
Insane.
Nuts.
So I feel like they're going to really start cranking it here pretty soon. Hasn't been the best road trip for them, but at the same time, I don't like the match against the Jets, who've been playing either like very low event hockey or can then just blow out games too. So they've been just so unpredictable lately. Nino Niederreiter's been a nice little ride, but I think I'm off that wagon for now. So yeah, there's nothing that really stood out where I felt really confident in it or felt like including it over other pieces I've seen today. So
Okay, that is fair. That is fair. So we will move on. I'm going to highlight 2 quick things from the chat. T-Rex, maybe Bergie shots. Bergeron versus the Jets. That could be a look. Krejci point/assist is a look from Adam. But let's move on to some games that we like a little bit better. So up next on our list, we have Chicago at Nashville. Predators are minus 250 money line favorite. Over under 5.5 in this one. And we have goalies confirmed in this game, which is great. Alex Stalock confirmed for the Blackhawks, and UC Saros will be tending goal for the Predators. I don't know if we're going to love anything in this one, but why don't we start with Betsky?
Oh, I love this guy.
How?
There's so many little gems in this match. I couldn't believe it. One, all of the kind of up and coming players for Chicago are just flying through their shots on goal line. So Radish has been awesome lately, both on points and shots. Yeah. Kurachev's been good. Who else did I write down?
I'm going to pull up their lines while you're looking.
Perfect. Tyler Johnson's been awesome lately. They're all at 1.5, but if you're looking for parlay pieces, all 3 of those guys are just great for their shots. So yeah, Ty Joe's on the second line with Radish on the right wing. Nashville's like 5th worst against right wingers lately. Kurashev at the centering the top line with Anthony Ciu. I borderline like their points in this match, especially Radish. the other side, on the Nashville side, somehow they're hanging into a playoff spot right now, or fighting for one, with what looks to be like a half AHL team. Tomasino is plus 100 for a point, which seems like a ton of value, because you would think it should be like plus 120 or so. He has a point in 6 of his last 10. He's hit against Chicago 3 of 4. He was kind of a later first round draft pick, and I think 2018, if I remember correctly. And I'm kind of wondering if maybe he got snubbed by Chicago. I believe that's when Chicago would have taken Boquist, which they moved to Columbus. So maybe they were talking to him previously, because he has something against Chicago. But playing on the top line with Duchesne and Glass, who's been pretty good too, and you can get his point for good value. And then another one that I thought was super sketchy was Thomas Novak's like minus 150 or minus 140 or something.
For a point?
Seems extremely suspicious, yeah. Which makes me want to dabble on his wingers. Because if Nashville's going to, I mean, Chicago's been leaking goals again. They were kind of tightening things up at home, but it seems like that's kind of dropping off again.
Chicago's allowing the second most shots to centers last 5 games too.
Okay, yeah.
There you go.
I don't know how many options you have on shots from the Nashville side, unfortunately, but there's a lot of little things I like in this, and maybe I'm reading too much into it, but I don't know. There's sometimes the crappy teams have the best value, and I think there's tons of that right now on both of these teams.
I think the Preds have been scoring quite much lately too. Let me see.
It's weird. You trade, like, you sell at the deadline, and your best offensive forward player is hurt.
Yeah.
But you don't slow down.
Yeah. 3.2 goals per game.
Yeah, they're 7-2-1 their last 10 games.
Yeah, and Novak has 17
crazy.
points in 14. So all good options. Okay.
And wait, who's his wingers? Because I think both of them are. Let me pull
Evangelista. That guy shoots.
Yeah. And you can get him for. Let's see. Evangelista you can get for plus 104.
For
and
2.5?
again,
Or for a point.
Or for a point.
Gotcha.
Novak. Oh, I was wrong. Novak for a point is plus 134. His shots was the minus 150, I believe.
Okay. Well, plus 134.
That point looks good then.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
I'll take that.
Yeah.
What?
Sure.
To win 1.5 units.
Yeah.
Dang.
Alex Stalock.
And I think Novak's centering the top power play unit.
He is.
Yeah.
I'm taking it. Have to.
Novak point. Okay, you talked me into it.
Mhm.
I'm sold.
That might be a little pucking around fucking play.
Hey,
Yep.
there we go. Sneaky play of the day.
Oh, God.
Consideration, maybe.
We didn't do that last time.
We'll bring it back. Adam's here. He won't let you not do it again.
No, it's Sam.
Oh, Sam. Oh, geez,
Sam.
you're right. Thank you.
God.
My apologies,
I
Sam.
forget.
My apologies.
I'm really happy that we had Gretzky on today, because there's just no way me or Ray were going to dissect this
We would
Chicago
have been
Nashville game.
on the next game already, dude.
Yeah.
Okay, so it sounds like we got tons of hidden gems from Betsky. Make sure you're following him on Twitter at Gretzky Betskys to make sure you see those daily hidden gem tweets. But a bunch of gems, extra gems, we'll call them, in this one. And I'm assuming Ray and Tyson don't really have anything else to add.
I kind of wanted to talk about Yossi.
Okay, go ahead.
The Yossi
I know.
in the room.
Yeah, I personally wasn't on him when he played Anaheim. Thank God. But I know a couple people in here were.
We've missed you at the support group meetings.
Just look, his volume at home is just crazy. 65 shot attempts in his last 7 games. That's almost 10 shots per game. Like, that's crazy. And Chicago's not a good. They allow a lot of shots on goal, the defenseman. I know he's not hitting though.
Are you talking about his 3.5 or 4.5 on?
3.5.
3.5.
That would. I have, just like last stream, I haven't decided on the parlay piece to go with Matthew Tkachuk. This was one in consideration, and I'll go through the other one later.
Cool.
I would take the other one.
Yeah. Okay. That's fair.
I'm just kidding.
Someone's salty.
Yeah, still. Yeah,
I am.
for sure. Okay, awesome. So Roman Yossi could be a parlay piece for spin. We will circle back to that. Anything else on this one? Seeing nothing, we will move on.
Let's ride.
If I can pick the right screen. Next up, we have the Dallas Stars at the Edmonton Oilers. Oilers are a minus 145 money line favorite. Over under set at 6.5. Jake Ottinger in net for the Stars, and Stuart Skinner will be in net for the Oilers. And your milestone of this game is Rupe Hintz will be playing in game number 300. So milestone game for Rupe Hintz tonight. We will go to Ray first. Dallas at Edmonton. Playing anything here?
Yeah, I'm playing J Rob tonight. He missed his last 3 games, unfortunately, but on the road he's been playing okay. The sole fact on why I'm playing is his last 2 games against Edmonton, he had 10 and 6 shots on goal. He's big on the power play. Edmonton, they're giving up, I believe, like 3.4 power play opportunities a game. J Rob leads his team in power play shots the last 20 days with 16. The next person after him is like 10. So he's obviously that first option on that power play as well. Plus money. I think it's going to be a real gritty and over game. So I can see him shooting quite a bit today.
Okay, short and sweet. J Rob over 3.5 shots on goal at plus money. Spittin', we'll go to you next. Anything in this one?
Just to touch on J Rob, I've been debating him as well. I think he leads the NHL over the last 20 days in power play shots. Like even ahead of McKinnon, even ahead of Kucherov. Like it was impressive when I saw that. But someone I really want to take is Jamie Benn. You get over 2.5 at plus money. That guy's just been rolling. I think he's on a crazy point streak too.
Yeah.
I'm doing this off my phone, so I can't exactly look on props.cast to pull it up, but thanks to Jordan, you can. What is that? See, 50% in his last 6, but his attempts are looking great. So,
Yep. He's averaging 5.25 attempts or so per game in the last 5. 10 points in his last 5 games as well.
I mean, this is another over game. You can take anyone for points, pretty much.
Okay.
Wyatt.
Were you looking at his point or shots?
I was looking at his shots.
Okay. No, just
his point,
he's on
like
that power play 1 as
Yeah.
well, so he should get tons of time.
Yeah.
The only thing I found interesting on props.cash, it seems like all the top line guys, TOI, have been trending down. Have you guys noticed that?
For Dallas?
For Dallas.
Interesting.
Like,
so the J Rob line, you mean, is
the J Rob line, literally
and
trending down. They were playing around 20 to 19. Now it's like 16-ish.
I mean, when you think about them at the start of the year, it was really one line, and then that Marchment Sagan line was all right. You know, it kind of came out hot and then cooled off,
Right.
and then Ben kind of emerged as that secondary scoring piece
For sure.
And now that they have Domi,
Yeah.
they really have a solid top 9, and Wyatt Johnston's really came out in the past like 2 weeks. He looks incredible. His points plus 104, which is a really nice look. I think he made the Hidden Gems list a couple days ago, and he may just go right back to it. So if you like a Ben point, especially in 5 vs 5, you got his center right there for plus money.
What I might do is I might parlay his over 1.5 shots because he's hit that more consistently, and 13 of the last 14 against the Oilers, and then parlay that with his point.
You on FanDuel, you could probably take Pavelski, Hintz, Ben, Wyatt Johnston, Domi, and then maybe
Miro,
Heiskanen all at 2, and you probably get up to like plus 700, right?
Yeah.
Holy.
Heiskanen, he has 11 points in his last 5 games.
Well, we're not all as fortunate to have FanDuel, Gretzky.
Yeah, that must be nice, dude.
Yeah, way to rub it in.
Yeah.
But if you do have it, you got some options. A couple things I'll highlight from the chat, and then if anybody has anything else, we'll wrap up this game. Bouchard point, that is Adam's go-to. Power play 1 with big guns. There you go.
That sold me last game. They had
I
6
know.
goals, and Bouchard did not have. I don't think they scored on the power play. That's why.
McDavid
No,
had 2 points. Not on the power play.
Not on the power play,
That's
unfortunately.
crazy.
Warren Fogle being on this list is sad. Adam,
Is it better than Paul Jarvie though?
Yeah, we'll see.
See,
Yeah.
Adam, I was looking at Draisaitl. He's been cruising, but I just like him so much better on the road than I do at home.
Okay. Any closing thoughts on this one?
This is going to be
Yeah.
maybe my favorite game to watch tonight. I mean, this could be the previews of a conference final matchup.
For sure.
It's going to be fun.
Yep. I agree with you there. All right. Our next game, we have the Calgary Flames at the Vegas Golden Knights. Flames are a -115 moneyline favorite, and your over-under set at 6.5. Jonathan Quick confirmed in net for the Golden Knights. And Mikhail Backlund is hunting for a milestone. He's sitting at 299 career assists. We'll start with Betsky on this one. Anything you wanted to highlight? Dallas at Edmonton.
Or Calgary at Vegas.
Calgary at Vegas. I have the
There you
wrong
go.
game highlighted on
Oh.
the Thank you. That was confusing. Calgary at Vegas.
I really like Lindholm shots tonight. He's been really good lately, and Vegas is really leaky to centers. So plus 108 sketched me out a little bit, but the value's too good. So I'm taking it. I think he's hit in his past 5 in a row. He's had good
cruising.
targets, but he's finally kind of picking up that shots again. Yeah. I mean, this was a guy who was super reliable last year. He was pretty much a guy you had to use as a parlay piece, and you're getting him at plus money against a team that is weak to centers right now. I mean, maybe it's too good to be true, but everything points that it's a nice look. So that's what I'm on.
Yep, 5 straight trending upwards. What's not to love? So Elias Lindholm over 2.5 shots for Betsky. Spittin, anything from you?
I'm on the same play. The only thing I'll add is Elias Lindholm leads the team with. Oh,
I think you're
Hello?
froze.
There you go.
Try now.
hello,
We can
Tyson,
hear you.
you're good.
Dad. Hello. Okay. Hi. Sorry. What did I say? Anything?
I heard Lindholm.
What you want to add
You're
about
on, yeah.
Lindholm?
Oh yeah. I don't think Vegas allows too many PPOA per game, but he does lead the team with 11 power play shots on goal over the last 20 days. So that's another positive.
Very
That's all I
nice.
had to add. But I'm on the same play. Oh, I forgot this. I didn't write this down, but I'm on Jonathan Quick over 29.5 saves. So Vegas has been leaking shots, especially to centers. I believe they're 6 in their last 10. Allow the 6 most, sorry. And then we know how much Calgary shoots, whether they're home or away. I think they rank first or second in shots on goal per game. It's honestly just incredible to me how they aren't in the playoffs.
It's wild.
Well,
And
you
they're
have,
so often.
you have to win. So
God.
And their goalies are garbage.
Sorry,
Yeah,
I don't know what's happening. I'm done.
no, you're good. You're good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we heard you.
We'll get through it. If you want to turn your video off, your connection might be a little bit better. I don't know if you have the ability to do that.
My phone's at 3%, so let me just
no.
charge her up.
Okay.
Yeah.
What was Quick's line at?
20
Tyson?
half, and I got
29
29.5.
29 and a half at minus 108. I just snatched that up. That's,
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a great
Yeah.
look.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, it looks like Calgary on the road, they're averaging 38.2 shots, and then Vegas at home, last 10, they're averaging 32.3, which is, I like it as well. But for me, I like Golden Knight ML. Their last 10 days, they're 7-2-1. Calgary's 3-4-3. They lost to, I believe, Anaheim the other day and the Coyotes. Their past 3 games. They literally lost to 2 of the worst teams in the whole league. I like Quick. I didn't think Quick would be playing the way he is right now, just because he was so brutal on the Kings. He came to this Golden Knights with just pretty much stating that he can still play, you know. So I like VGK tonight. Golden Knights in their last 4 games, they scored over 4 goals in every single one, beating the Canes and Tampa Bay, St. Louis. So some really good teams and some pretty mediocre teams. But I like how Golden Knights been playing lately.
Okay, very nice, very nice. In the chat, we got Adam on Alec Martinez blocked shots as a parlay piece. He's at minus 175 for over 2.5.
He was just plus money a few days
Yeah,
ago.
what the heck?
He was, yeah. I think I played him at plus 105 on the weekend, and I played McNabb at minus 125 or plus 125, and he's at minus 105. McNabb, but both of those guys are blocking shots like crazy. So I think those are both decent looks. Martinez is a parlay piece for blocks. McNabb as a straight for blocks, both at over 2.5. Anything else we wanted to highlight before we move on?
Shea Theodore for a point looks really, really good at home. He's cleared 8 out of the last 10. He has a point against Calgary back in February and in December as well. So 2 out of 2 his last 2 games against Calgary at home. Like I said, his point at home looks really good. He's on that first power play unit. He's playing heavy minutes. So I can see him involved in some type of goal tonight. That's just a lean, though.
Yeah. Okay, awesome. All right, our next game, we have the Vancouver Canucks taking on Betsky's Arizona Coyotes. The Canucks are a minus 155 moneyline favorite, and your over-under set at 6.5. In net, Thatcher Demko for the Canucks. And I might need some help, Betsky. Ivan Prosvetov?
Prosvetov. Yeah, that one's tricky.
Prosvetov confirmed in net for the Coyotes. So those are your goaltenders. Let's give our guests first speaking time here.
Boo!
What are we doing with the hometown Coyotes?
I mean, believe it or not, but these are 2 of the hottest teams in the league right now.
Yes, sir.
Vancouver's been awesome lately. And so have the Coyotes. I mean, the mullet magic is a real thing. I got to experience it the other week. It's a fun game down here. So definitely try to get out to Arizona before they are not playing in a college rink anymore. But I'm going to go
Arizona anymore.
You know, watch it. But I'm going to go with the next Coyotes here. I love Connor Garland point tonight. The other interesting piece about this is Rick Tocchet was the Coyotes coach 2 years ago. So not only do we have kind of an old player that loves getting points against his former team, but you got to think that Tocchet's going to want the Canucks to show up and really, really give it to his old team. On the flip side, though, guys like Keller, Krause, who were here with Tocchet, you got to think they're going to want to show him up too. So I mean, obviously Keller's been awesome lately. I know his points got bumped up to 1.5. I think if my early slate's going well, I may put a half unit on that. I believe it's nobody else in the league has as many points as him besides McDavid since the All-Star break, which is insane.
Yeah,
he's cruising
together.
Demko's been good though, so that's my only concern. And I mean, Keller's getting a lot on 5 versus 5-2, but I think Canucks have been pretty disciplined. I don't know how many opportunities they allow.
Even much better under talk.
Yeah, but Krauser point looks good too. I think he was plus 100. Him with Michelli have been awesome, and McBain, that line's been killer. This is kind of like the Chicago-Nashville game. There's a lot of nice little pieces in here, so I'm excited to see what else gets dug up by Spittin'. Now, here's the thing. Do you want to win tonight or lose?
Well, at this point, like, we're just too good to – I don't know, man. We're too good to, like, have a top 5 pick, but we're not good enough to make the playoffs. So I want to say lose. Like, I don't think there's a shot in HE double hockey sticks that would make the playoffs. So
HC
know.
double hockey sticks.
Hey, we're not allowed to swear.
Do you have? Are you playing anything spitting? Are you playing any hometown
So
guys?
this was one of my parlay pieces that I was deciding between. It was Kuzmenko over 1.5 shots. I believe he's cleared in 4 straight. I don't have props.cash to pull up. If you have it, Jordo, could you do that?
I do not have access on this computer, unfortunately.
Okay. Well, that's all. I don't have anything.
Kuzmenko point would be good too.
But what is that at? Like, is that playable straight?
Yeah, no, it's probably not straight.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Kuzmenko's shots is crazy. He's hit 8 of his last 10.
Yeah.
I mean, if he can get all that 3, it may be really good value too.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I might use it as a parlay piece with Matthew Tkachuk and then up it to 3 even, because 3 he's not bad either.
Yeah.
And Kuzmenko point minus 150.
So that's playable for Ray. Got it.
Jordan, what does Arizona's PK look like?
Yeah, 1 second here.
I want to say bad, but then I know it's going to surprise me. But-
middle pack.
Over the last
Process-
30 days, yeah, about middle of the pack.
Prozitov's had some really up and down games. So I think this is only his second start this season. But he's been thrown to the Wolves before.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think we're trying to evaluate if he's good enough to keep or not. So it really could go either way.
All right. Any final thoughts on this one before we move on?
It's going to be a barn burner.
Got
Yeah,
nothing.
I've been staring at Petey just because he's the better center of the Canucks too to take on the road. He just has not been shooting that much lately, which is also another reason why I like Kuzmenko. Also, I'm going to tease it. You'll have to follow me and Gretzky on Twitter, but whenever the Coyotes play the Canucks, we do like to do a little same game parlay because both of our teams suck, so we need a little bit of enjoyment to watch the game.
Okay,
So
so
yeah,
keep
stay tuned for that.
an eye out. Keep an eye out. Awesome. All right, our second last game of the evening, we have the Columbus Blue Jackets taking on the Los Angeles Kings. Kings are a minus 280 moneyline favorite with your over-under set at 6.5. Daniel Tarasoff in net for the Blue Jackets and Phoenix Copley confirmed for the Kings. Let's go with Ray first.
Yeah, I'm going with this guy hasn't lost me yet, so I'm going back to him. Going with Victor Arvidsson over 3.5. He got bumped up 2 games. I played him his first game. He got bumped against Nashville, former team. He ended up having 4 shots on goal, 11 attempts. I mean, 8.2 attempts his last 5 games. Like, you can't deny that. And the guy's not even on power play 1, and he's still shooting a crap ton, 5v5. I've been watching the game since they played late at night. The guy's firing from the blue line, which is okay with me. Hey, get it how you get it. I don't care. The odds look good. I believe the Blue Jackets allowing like the 7th most shots of right wingers last 10 days. So fire them up, honestly. 9th. So
Very nice.
I like that.
Same spot. So Victor Arvidsson over 3.5 shots on goal. Terrific. Betsky, did you want to highlight anything in this one?
I really like Arvidsson as well. That's a piece that I'm probably going to jump on if things are looking good early. Patrick Lane's been great lately.
He has.
His
volume looks great.
Yeah, he may even be worth looking at doing an alt shot at 4 because I think his line's at 2.5, which is crazy. The other piece I've noticed was Denault's been playing really well, but Columbus has been a little bit stingier to centers. So I'm a little worried I missed that train. So another one I'm kind of iffy on. But
chart looks nice.
The volume's been good.
Yeah.
Chart looks really nice.
I noticed he gets a lot of shots on penalty kill too. He's literally their best defender. They're at home today, right?
Yeah, they
Who's
are.
that?
Gotcha.
Yep.
Okay, Kings are at home. Regardless, he gets a lot of penalty kill time. So I've noticed that too.
I'm just bummed they're not giving Corpusalo this game versus former team.
I know.
That's
That's what I was gonna say. I swear I got a tweet yesterday from Daily Faceoff saying Corpusala will start tonight.
How do they not? He's been on
Or
fire.
tomorrow.
How does he not? How do they
I
not-
know. I don't get it.
I guess he did have one bad game recently, but yeah. Okay. Anything else on this one before we move on to our final game?
Just last thing. Looks like the Kings are allowing 3.3 power play opportunities a game. Line leads his team in power play shots with 12. So it might be a tough matchup, but 2.5. I mean, his last 5 games, he's averaging 6.8 shot attempts. So I don't think that's a bad look at all. He's hit 100% against the Kings his last 3 games with 4, 3, and 3 shots on goal as well.
Okay. Very nice. Very nice. And our final game of the evening, we have Ray's backup team, the Seattle Kraken, taking on the San Jose Sharks. They're set at 6.5. The Seattle is a -160 money line favorite. James Reimer will be in net for San Jose. That is all we know about goalies. Once again, we'll start with Ray. I know you love the Kraken. We got anything for the game today?
Yeah, man. I got like 30 plays in this game.
Okay.
But
do you want to end on you since you'll have something left over?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
Spittin', do you have anything you want to highlight?
Thank God you went to me just because I left here to write down all this stuff, and then you weren't going to go to cry.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure. I know Ray's on it. I'm pretty sure Gretzky will be on it too. It's Jared McCann over 2.5 shots tonight. He's cleared 6 of the last 7. He's cleared in 2 going back just last year, 2 straight or 2 out of his 2 road games against the Sharks. Jeez. I wrote all this down. Damn.
Pull out your pen and paper, all right?
Cleared 46% on the road, which is 10% better than he is at home. San Jose is allowing 3.8 PPOA per game, and McCann leads the team with 11 over the last 20 days. That's all I got. Oh, and they allow the 6th most shots to left wingers over the last 10.
Okay, there we go. Jared McCann over 2.5 shots. Spittin' laid out a bunch of reasons why you should do it. Ray, are you also on that one too?
Yeah, that's my play of the day. I got 2 units on it. So.
Okay, perfect. And then we'll go to Betsky. Do you have anything you want to highlight before we go to Ray?
A nice parlay piece, done point. He's hit 10 straight now.
Mm-hmm.
He has 10, 11, 12, 13, 15 points in the last 10 games. San Jose can't stop a beach ball at this point.
Nope.
I mean, I'm not jumping off that one yet. The other one I've been eyeing is Eklund point. He just got his first goal.
Yeah. That was a nice goal.
Yeah, against Columbus. He only has 2 points on the season, but he's only played 6 games. He was a top 10 pick in 2021. He's on the line with Couture. I don't know. I mean, Seattle, this should be an over game, unless it's, 2 teams that decide they're going to play a lot more conservatively because Seattle thinks it's an easy win. But I kind of like Eklund point here because Seattle likes to race teams. And, these kids, when they start to get hot, they go on little streaks. And I'm sure it's got to be like plus 140 or something. Let's see. But that may be, if things are looking really good, last game of the night, throw a little half unit at something that can make you almost 1.5 units, maybe the way to go for me.
Okay, very nice.
Oh, well, geez, he's minus 118.
Damn.
They know.
We're
They
not
know.
getting to
He's
that.
getting a point tonight. I may jump in on that.
Okay, there we go. So keep an eye out.
Something Gretzky reminded me of the over. I love this over.
Yeah.
I really want to pair it with the Kraken money line with the over 5.5. I'm not sure what that gets me, but Seattle's gone over in 4 straight. Both these teams come in on like crazy losing streaks. Kraken have lost 3 in a row. Sharks have lost 4 in a row. But Kraken are better on the road than they are at home, and the Sharks are the worst home team in the league. They're 6-19-9.
Wow.
Yeah, just absolutely brutal. Whereas the Kraken are 21-9-3 on the road, and then to the over 5.5, the Kraken are 9-1 and in their last 10, and the Sharks are 8-2. So lots of stats to back me up on that one. Just hopefully the better team wins, and Eklund can just get 1 point, not 12.
Perfect. And Ray, we made you wait. We know it's your
Oh,
team,
good.
and you probably haven't still another play to go. So let's. The floor is yours, my friend.
For sure. You guys said the McCann play. Like I said, that's my play of the day. I got 2 units on that. Gretzky mentioned Vince Dunn, so I got Patrick Kane over 2.5 shots on goal and Vince Dunn for a point. You parlay those two together, you get plus 140, I believe. So not going to go in depth on Dunn since Gretzky already did. The guy's a machine. He should see some power play time. He will feed these guys. And then my final play, I got Kraken winning reg. Like Spin said, Kraken's a lot better on the road. San Jose sucks at home. It looks like San Jose's allowing 4.90, so pretty much 5 goals a game their last 10 games at home. Where, let's see, the Kraken, they're scoring pretty much 3.7 their last 10 on the road. I just like them in this spot. They played the Stars twice in Ottawa, so they're coming off a couple tough games at home. They got a couple more hard games. They're still trying to keep their spot in the wild card right now. So this is a big game for them to win.
Okay, very nice. Any thoughts on this game before we wrap up the game section of the show? Nothing. Okay, looks like nothing. We got one quick question, and then we will go around the room. And everybody, if you can just let people know where they can find your work, your socials, all that kind of fun stuff, anything you want people to know. And before we do that, real quick question from Julian. Do we like Boone Jenner shots on goal over 2.5? So we'll throw that to the room while I pull up his recent chart.
LA's tough against shots. It worries me. Again, we got about 15 more games. I know he's better at home. I mean, his volume's been awesome, but with 12 games or 10 games or however many there are, there's just so many good pieces. I mean, I just keep on looking at the lineup, like Barbashev point for Vegas. He's on the top line with Cycle. I just found Barrett Hayton's at minus 125. And Rick Tocchet treated him pretty poorly when he was coach here. So there's just so many other pieces I like more. It's not a bad look.
Yep.
But
perfectly summed up. Yeah. Nothing against Boone, but we respect the Kings defense.
Yep.
And then one more quick one. This is from T-Rex. Tolvanen shots on goal. Did anybody have a chance to look at that at all?
Yeah. It just kills me. He's actually his minutes look good lately. He's a third liner though. I don't know.
Shoot, I don't know.
He's cleared 7 straight.
Yeah.
For the same reason as McCann though, like he's on the left wing as well. So like they allowed 6 most shots to left wingers, so that's not a bad look, and you're getting it at 1 shot.
I mean, Tolvanen at home hits at a 75% hit rate at home, but on the road a 50%. If he was at home, sure, why not? On the road, there's better pieces. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, very nice. So that ends our questions. Now let the people know where they can find your work. So first, we're going to go to our guest, Gretzky. Thank you for being here. We appreciate you joining us and carving out some time. The floor is yours. Where can the people find you and find your work?
Yeah, I'm on Twitter, Gretzky Bet Skis, plural. You can find some pretty much prize picks posted there daily, and then occasionally I'll put out some parlays or some collabs with some of the other homies around the capping space. And then otherwise, all my picks are always posted daily at the Parlay Science Discord. So that's got my links in my bio. It's a really fun community right now. We got a good little team going. Lots of people that get enthusiastic about some puck talk too over there. So having a lot of fun there. But yeah, I always try to get a good amount of plays out every week for my Twitter account too.
Perfect. Thank you. Ray, what do you got going on? Where can the people find you?
Same as always. Better Ways Discord and Smash Pros Discord, or you can find me on socials, Picket, Twitter, anything like that, at Firefighter Bets. That's where you can find me.
Perfect. And Spittin'.
Same as Ray. Better Ways Discord, Picket, Twitter at Spittin' Picklets. Yeah, about it.
Perfect. And yeah, you can find me at Shop Props on Twitter and Picket. And I'm in the Better Ways Discord as well. And the link to that is in our description. So our show is officially over. Thank you for watching. But I will say, Betsky, I know we only asked you to join us for an hour. So if you have to go, that's okay. But let's wrap up with our parlay if we can. Does everybody have your leg ready?
I'm going to just say mine now and get it out the way.
All right.
Makar for a point.
Kale McCarr for a point.
Makar.
Got your back. I got your back.
Jeez, grammar polices.
I'm just trying to help.
Well, do we want to add Gretzky in here?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
He has
Still
my
a
spot. He has my spot.
John, you're in this, bro. What are you
I
doing?
got to play ready too. I'm ready.
All right,
Yeah.
we're doing a 4-piece.
Okay, so let's go to Betsky then. What's your pick? Favorite parlay piece that you want to add?
Let's do Barrett Hayton point.
Barrett Hayton for a point. Okay. Tyson.
Hi. Why don't you go first? Because I was going to pick JT Miller for a point. But if we
Okay.
got Barrett Hayton for a point, then I will find something.
I am taking LA in regulation. I don't think Columbus is going to be able to keep up with them at all.
Okay, so it's not just props.
No, it doesn't have to be. Whatever's hitting.
Well, I think that over 5.5 in the Kraken Sharks game is definitely hitting.
Yeah,
I think so.
that's
So
what
I
I'm
don't-
going with.
Why not?
Okay, so to
I heard
recap,
Florida boy can do all this together.
Well, my
Is-
favorite prop to parlay is
we'll
probably
find a way.
but I don't know if I want to throw a 3.5 in a show parlay, so I'd rather do the over.
okay.
Cool.
So to recap, Ray was
Makar point.
Carr for a point. Betsky was Hayton for a point. I was LA Kings in 60. And Spittin', you are going Seattle, San Jose over 5.5.
Yes, sir.
All
Awesome.
right.
That's a
Locked in.
banger.
Plus 479 on FanDuel.
Hey, Betsky's already got it locked in. Perfect.
Yeah.
Sweet. Let's do it.
Betsky, would you mind just screenshotting that picture of the ticket and just sending it to me? It doesn't have to have any
Yeah.
dollar amounts in it, but just so we can tweet that out. Save me some time. I appreciate you. Thank you. So that officially ends our show. Good luck on whatever you're betting tonight. Hopefully we helped you out. Make sure to like, subscribe, and follow us all. And we will see you soon.
See you next Tuesday.